Welcome to a new episode with ideas and insights. Find the strategies, tactics, and tools for your success in your initiative, project, and campaign. You are listening to the IdeaCast with your host, Tom Wittig. How can you deliver products and services to your customers without people? How can you grow your business without people? Merely impossible. Hello and welcome back again. Today and probably for the next episodes, we're talking more and more about digital recruiting. My name is Thomas Wittig and I'll be happy to walk you through this episode again. So let's take a look at the big picture. The economy is growing in many countries. Businesses are growing, organizations are growing, and it has become increasingly difficult to find people. There are fewer candidates and there's more competition, and also the candidates have higher expectations than in the past, and they should have these higher expectations. And then also, if you take a look at some of the big trends, there's a big demographic change going on in a lot of countries right now, not only in the marketplace, where you see, let's say, fewer people in the younger generation, but also inside companies, an entire generation of people is about to retire. And that, of course, creates a lot of questions for business owners, organization leaders, how to continue, where to find talent, and so on. In other words, recruiting has become a key capability or a key risk factor if you are really struggling finding people and staff your teams in the organization. So recruiting has become a key enabler of growth. And this is true actually for the companies and the public and private sector. And it is also true for people who are actively in this space. So the HR recruiters in the companies, but also the recruitment partners, the headhunters in the industry, finding it increasingly difficult to attract people and build their talent pools. Now, recently, I was looking at a number of surveys which have been published in the last few months, last year, and it was quite interesting because when you take a look at some of the numbers from some top companies who are in the industry, and you might think they have a lot of capabilities, they have a lot of budget, they are also facing some major challenges right now. So first of all, one of the big trends that you can see is that mobile recruiting and mobile computing is, of course, on the rise. And in terms of mobile recruiting, what some of the surveys showed is that it doubled over the last 4 or 5 years, maybe. And so it's now above 80%, probably closer to 90% meanwhile, meaning that the candidates are looking online, they're searching online, they want to find new jobs, new opportunities, discover companies online using their mobile devices, meaning smartphones, tablets, and so on. And on the other hand, what I found really interesting is that a majority does not even apply or drop out because of difficulties with the mobile experience. So some of the portals are not designed for that. The user experience is not good, and the overall candidate experience is not really where it should be. So it's not a surprise that a lot of studies were showing that there's a very high abandonment rate, sometimes in the 60 to 80% range, and which means that the candidates drop out of the recruiting funnel and never come back. So that's, of course, a key challenge, a key pain point for a lot of companies. Another big trend is that, of course, internet search and search engine have become very dominant. We all know that, but also the job portals and the professional networks are becoming stronger and stronger. And that, of course, means that there's higher competition, and it really begets the question, do you really own this candidate pool? Can you do something with it? Is it effective for you? And on another interesting fact is, of course, social media. A lot of companies are looking at it. A lot of companies have presences, meanwhile, on social media. And when I say social media, I'm talking more about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. But only few companies, less than 20%, really have a clear plan and a clear strategy what to do with it and how to tie this into the overall candidate experience. And another interesting fact is that a lot of companies are looking to build up their talent pools. So about 60 to 80% of the top 1,000 companies have talent pools, and they're building it. But on the other hand, also surprisingly, only few companies, the minority of the companies, are really actively using the talent pool for recruiting. So that adds up to, let's say, some kind of a strange overall experience for candidates who are looking for jobs. So the question is, what should you do? Well, definitely you should not miss out on this trend, and you should really get up to speed on digital recruiting practices, successful practices, key strategies, key tactics. And this is not something that is a one-time effort. These strategies and the whole idea of digital recruiting is moving very fast right now. And so it's always important to be on the lookout. What is working? What is a new tactic? How does it apply to my business? And what are some of the tactics that we have tried? They worked for us in the past, but they're no longer working for us. So you constantly need to review and challenge your own processes. Number two, what I can recommend is definitely build your own candidate funnel. So build a funnel, which means that consciously look at how companies are actually finding new employees, finding new candidates, and what should your funnel be? So how do people become aware of your company, your open positions? How do they find you? How do they apply to you? And what is actually the experience that you provide? And of course, build your own candidate pool. So that, of course, makes you somewhat independent of some of the other candidate pools out there. And it's also a very good proactive measure for hiring and recruiting proactively. So when you need the people, when you need the experts and the top talents, then you have a pool that you can tap into. But overall, it's really about providing a better and a superior employer proposition and a superior candidate experience. And that's something that you have to try and learn and find out, how is it working for your particular business, your particular industry. Now, recently, you probably saw already in the internet and some of the news that there are some moves happening, a lot of moves happening right now. Not only the job portals are probably bombarding you with a lot of offers to post the jobs, but also Google, for example, has announced and has moved into this space. And in some countries, also some European countries, they are rolling out Google Jobs right now. So the question is how to use it, how does it apply, what are best practices, how to use it. Facebook is going in the same direction. When you go into Facebook right now, left and right, you see whenever you want to publish something, if you want to publish a job advert right now. So also same question, how to use it, does it make sense, etc. And of course, there's a gazillion other tools and platforms out there. You get bombarded with them left and right. And so the key question is which one are suitable and how to remain flexible. So which ones are really useful for you? How can you integrate them? How can you change them also over time? And this is something that we're planning to do now here in the podcast and in a new series. So we're going to take a fresh and independent look at the key best practices and also key strategies and tactics and some of the useful tools. Now, this is kind of a new kickoff episode for this part of the IdeaCast and also some other programs. So I would welcome your comments and questions. So if you could leave a comment and a rating below so that I know which episodes are useful for you. You can also send a voice message using the Anchor app. You can find the link in the show notes. And of course, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And of course, on our website, wittigonia.net. And there you can actually find some of the advanced topics and also some free webinars that I'm hosting in the next few weeks. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And as always, I wish you good luck with your new recruiting projects. And I'm looking forward to hear from you. Talk to you then. Bye-bye. When you are looking for inspiration and help with your digital marketing and growth initiatives, please check out our digital marketing agency, WITTIGONIA Digital. We provide a range of support from strategy to implementation tactics and optimization of digital marketing campaigns. From managed services to workshops and compact learning modules, our work supports you and your team. Discover more at wittigonia.com. Thank you for listening. I hope you find this episode interesting and helpful. Please rate and share this episode with your team, colleagues, and friends. You can find links to more information in the show notes of this episode.